Hey guys, this is Vaneet Pandey. So, one of my students she asked me a question, and I thought that the question is really good. It's unique, so I must go for an answer for everyone. Her question was that, sir, we have read about feminism, we have talked about feminist writers, radical feminist writers who have spoken vocally, strongly. But do we have any protests where we see that all the women, those who don't even come from the literature background, those who do not have a writer in them, but being a woman, stand for women and protest? Yes, my friends, this is the reason I've taken the help of the screen here. This is Slut Walk. You can see many of you, obviously, you must be knowing that the Indian mindset, the politicians from and the patriarchal mindset are the people you must have seen in every street, maybe the house next door, but they say that it is women actually who dresses up and invites molestation. She dresses like a person who provokes people. If you have seen the politicians who say that the women must avoid dressing like a slut. So yes, in the European countries, the protest started. Most of the women, those who believed that the dress is not the reason, even in fact, this is not the reason actually, they all came on the roads. They started protesting with the dresses according to the male society, which was called a dress like a slut. So you can see the multiple photos on your screen. You can put it on Google also, slut walk images, you will find out. And they are simply saying this thing that we can wear whatever we want. This is their right. This is the constitutional right. So now I'll make you understand how it all of a sudden started. What was the immediate, imminent reason that all of these women, they came to the road and started protesting with the dresses of their choice? See, I'll switch the screen here. This is something in front of you. You can please focus on this point here. Constable Michel Senzuinity, this guy. He is the one with an important name. Focus on this name. If you can just read this name, I'll just try to zoom it out for you. Constable Michel Senzuinity, something, whatever you call. This man is very important. And why so? Because he's the one, when they were having a press conference, he spoke that women must avoid dressing like a slut. You must have seen this point. I want to tell you. You will say that, sir, we have seen good people also, good men also. And they say that, yes, you can dress the way you want. We support you. Many of you will say that, yes, sir, my husband is like that, my friend is like that, my boyfriend, my brother is like that. They say that, yes, you can wear what you want, but that should be decent. Who gave them the right to decide what is decent? What do you mean by decent? So, this is the concept here that you must understand. I really don't want to tell you that fight for these things, but please focus here. So, on January 24th, 2011, Toronto Police Constable, that Michel Senzuinity and some of these people, they were having a conference, and here he speaks. You can see during the talk, this guy, this police constable, he said, I have been told I'm not supposed to say this. However, women should avoid dressing like sluts. So what did he say in the police conference? He said that I have been told I'm not supposed to say this. However, women should avoid dressing like sluts. What is dressing like sluts? What is this? What dress is that? Who decides that? If you remember my lecture where we have actually talked about that even the words have patriarchy inside. When you use a word, if you remember my lecture, do you know there is no word for male prostitute? So we call it male prostitute. But for female, you don't have to call female prostitute. The word prostitute was coined for them. This is called phallogocentrism. All those who are watching this and you are my online student, you must be knowing I have talked about this thing in the lecture of feminism, phallogocentrism. Here, your word, your language also speaks for the power structure. Who used the word slut? Male. Have you ever heard the word slut applied for male? Never. So if a male dresses like showing a lot of body parts, what do we call that? Do you have any word for it? What if a male is just roaming around in just one or two small piece of cloth and is kind of showing some kind of something nudity? Do we have any bad word for the male? Think about it. And if you can't think and you feel that I'm making you think, like this video. So yes, but if a woman does that, if the top is small, the skirt is a bit high, we have a word. This was the reason that because of this guy, when he spoke like this, all these women, they came on road and started protesting. This is your right to choose what you want to wear. This is your right. This is your constitutional right. This is your right from birth. You can do whatever you want, and there's nobody who should tell you these things. And if somebody does that, there are ways to protest. There are ways to fight back. This is Slut Walk. Thank you so much.